time at Dish with D. That's me. Thank you for viewing this video, making yourself a priority. I'm Denise. Today is a very special video, one that I love. Overnight oats. I have 4 of my top overnight oat recipes all here on this video for you. I know, you're welcome. Some of these are, oh my gosh, they're amazing. Everyone is amazing. I made them over 4 days. You will see night and day. You will see me making them. You will see me the next day topping them. So this was a labor of love. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comment section below. So without further ado, let's roll those overnight oats. Enjoy, my lovelies, and you're welcome. Day 1 of 5 days of overnight oats. As you can tell, I'm filming this at night. Why? Because we make our overnight oats at night. Now you could make it the day, but it's just easier to do it at night. So first one is one of my favorites, pumpkin pie overnight oats. Now I'm going to be doing all these with 1/3 cup of oats. You could do 1/2, you could increase it, but I will explain to you. But I just, since I'm having it every day, I don't want to have as much. So we're gonna do it this way and then we'll see how it goes. So let's get started because it's late. All right, I like to do it in a mason jar, just easier that way. So I need to grab my spoon. Okay. And I need a little, what are these two? Okay. Now, this, you can do this all different ways. We'll talk about it. Now, I'm using pumpkin premier. If you don't have pumpkin premier, you can use vanilla. You could use regular milk. It's not gonna affect it too much. I have it, that's why I'm using it, because if you use pumpkin pie spice and pumpkin, you're pretty much guaranteed it's going to be good. And if you only have pumpkin pie spice and vanilla yogurt, it'll work. Or if you want to use pumpkin flavored yogurt, you can do that as well. So we got lots of options. So like I said, I'm using rolled old-fashioned gluten-free oats. You can use quick oats. You can use any oats you want, except the steel cut. You cannot use steel cut. You can use rolled or you can use quick oats. Either one really does work. So here I have my oats. Oh, I forgot my chia seeds. Oh my goodness. Seriously, Denise? What do we do with the chia seeds? Gotta find the chia seeds. Chia seeds are found. Now, I pretty much put chia seeds on every one of my oatmeals. Again, you don't like chia seeds, don't add them. But 1 teaspoon is a 0-point option. If you feel like counting them, you could absolutely add more. They're fantastic. They're very nutrient dense. So I just put a teaspoon. That's all I want. But again, you could use more. You absolutely can. All right. Dash of salt. It's going to be on every one of my oats. Just a little shake. So before, we're going to put all the dry things in first, I think. That's what I think. Oops, okay. Pumpkin pie spice. Again, you don't have pumpkin pie spice, just use cinnamon. And a little bit of nutmeg. So I'm just going to use about half a teaspoon because this is not a lot of oatmeal, so you don't need it to be overly spiced, because nothing's worse than overly spiced oatmeal, in my opinion, of course. Now, since pumpkin puree is a 0-point option, be liberal with it if you want. I think I'm going to go with a 1/4 cup. But that's my choice. You can go with whatever you want. It's a heaping 1/4 cup. Okay. Okay. Oh, some brown sugar replacement. I'm using the Truvia stevia leaf brown sugar with molasses. I love this. I'm going to use a tablespoon. But remember, your pumpkin's not sweetened. Though we're going to put Premier, so this should be fine. It smells so good. Love this product. This was sent to me to sample, and I absolutely adore it. Where's our Premier? Oh, that's what fell. Okay. I'm doing half a cup of pumpkin Premier. Again, you want add more, you can. Just remember, you have to adjust your points. You can do whatever you want. It's your oatmeal. Don't listen to me. I'm going to use extract. I'm going to use maple. You can use pumpkin. You can use vanilla. I like maple with my pumpkin. So I'm just going to put, this is what, a 1/4 teaspoon? I love. You could use maple syrup if you wanted. Maple skinny syrup if they have one. I don't even know. But that would be absolutely luscious. Now we're going to put in some non-fat Greek yogurt. I'm using Fage because Fage is the best. Let me tell you something. This stuff is amazing. Next to homemade, this is my next best choice. Oh, I love the little paper that comes on top. Oh, it's fantastic. Clean spoon. So we're going to put a 1/4 cup of this as well. Again, it's a 0 point option. You want to add more? Go right ahead. Now, mind you, it's heaping. You know that. You've been with this channel. If it's a 0 point option, it's heaping. You know, I'm sorry, not sorry. And that is it. Now, if you think it's too thick, you absolutely could add a little bit of cow's milk, almond milk, cashew milk. You can even add more Premier if you want. Ooh, little think of yogurt got there. And that's all she wrote. It's going to sit overnight. You just have to count your oats, your Premier. Everything else is 0 point amount. I believe even the sugar is. I'm not even quite sure. It's 0 calories. I'm not worried about it. Now, if you wanted to put some chopped apple in this in the morning, because pumpkin and apple is fantastic, that would be delicious. Some almonds, walnuts, pecans, because there's a little pumpkin pecan pie. Just remember, so I think I'm not going to add anything. I think it's perfect. This is all going to thicken up by the morning. Oh, it smells so good. And that's a nice portion. It really is a beautiful portion. So that is day 1. Pumpkin pie, and maybe a squirt of whipped cream when we're eating it tomorrow. We'll come back tomorrow morning and we're going to plate this up. We're going to talk again. But yeah, there's definitely things you could tweak in this recipe that you could adjust, things that you don't have. But this is how I usually do it. I'm telling you, if you can get your hands on this, Walmart has it. It's so good. And I think you can get it in a 4-pack. It's just, I'm a pumpkin addict. I mean, I can't wait till September. It's pumpkin season, my lovelies. And of course, we start off pumpkin overnight oats week with pumpkin because why not? So I will see you in the morning. We top this bad boy. Morning. Look a little bit better today, eh? It's morning time, so we're going to unmold our overnight oats. I have everything up with the oats. You'd think that would have been the first thing I got out. Now I told you. Yeah, thickens perfectly. Again, if you want it thinner in the morning, you could add more Premier, adjust the points. You could add more. You could add milk. Depends on how much you add, whether you have to count it. So we're going to pour her out into our bowl. Oh, pumpkin deliciousness. I've had pumpkin and oatmeal all summer, pretty much. Or like all year. I don't like wait till the fall to have it. I like pumpkin. Now, I know a lot of people don't, and that's fine. You're probably like fast forward to this one. Hey, we don't like pumpkin. We got some fun ones coming up. And there may be some I've done already, but it's nice to have them all in one video. That's why I'm doing this. So I actually have a reference, because sometimes you forget. You forget what you make. All right. Like I said, you can go to a 1/2 cup of oats. I'm choosing a 1/3. It shaves off 1 point. It is 2 points for my oats on Weight Watchers and 3 on Healthy. Healthy always has 1 more point on the oats. So, see, to me, this is perfect. This is how I like it. But if you like it a little bit thinner, add some liquid. I like them like this. Personal preference. Toppings. All right. Let's take you out. Oh, I'm cheating. Oh, that's good. I'm going to do a tablespoon of pumpkin or pepitas. They are always 0 points, so I do a tablespoon. I do something called crushed hemp hearts. I keep them in the fridge because they are a seed, and I think they will go bad because I only use a teaspoon. So yeah, this lasts me forever. Teaspoon is 0 points. And honestly, it's all you really need. If you want to add more and count it, go right ahead. Remember, everything here is to your liking. Not mine, yours. And I'm going to put a little flax meal. I grind my own flax seeds. So I'm just going to put maybe a little. It's just good for your gut and all good stuff, a little fiber and stuff. So I just put like a half a teaspoon. You can even put it in the, at night when you mix it, you could put your flax meal in there as well. I just sometimes forget. So, yeah. You could put like a nut butter on here. I have a pumpkin PB2 that would be really good in here. I'm just not feeling peanut butter today, but it would be really good in here. Now, I wish I had pecans, but I don't. So we're going to go do with, what is this called? Sliced almonds. It's the only nuts I have, but I think pecans, you know, would be better. So a tablespoon is 1 point. So it's all you really need, because you have all those other crunchy things going on. Should we put some Lily's chocolate chips? Because I like pumpkin and chocolate, right? I'm pretty sure I have some. Oh, not much left in this jar. All right, now 13 or 0, 30 or 1 point. So my oatmeal is 3 points, no, 4 points. 2 for my oats, 1 for my Premier, and 1 for my almonds. So I technically am going to probably do a point's worth of chips because I can. You know, I'm willing to spend that extra point on some chocolate. Again, you could do 13, just a little hit of chocolate. You could do like a cocoa powder. Oops, oh, that should be it. So there we go. There is our first rendition of overnight oats. It's pumpkin pie. Now, you know, let's face it. You know I was going to go there. You know I was going to go there. What pumpkin pie would be complete without just a squirt? I mean, it's not going to hurt anybody. It's a squirt, but it's pumpkin pie. So yeah, there you go. You're welcome. I'm going to go and eat this, take a few photos, and we'll see you for the next installment. All right, it is night 2, or next installment of Overnight Oats. So what are you making this time, Day? Caramel is probably my favorite protein drink to put in overnight oats. So I make caramel overnight oats all the time. This is going to be a caramel apple. Tomorrow we're going to put in some fresh diced apples. Now you could put it in the night before, but I like my apples still, you know. I think they might get a little soggy. I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I don't take that chance. So I put my apples in the morning. But again, you can put your apples in whenever you want. And you can put as much apples in as you want. But we're going to start off the same way with a 1/3 cup of, I have gluten-free rolled oats. You can use quick oats. You don't have to use gluten-free. I choose to use gluten-free. That's just my personal choice. So I need to get, all right, a few things out. Get started. All right. Oats in the bowl. Okay, we're going to put a sprinkling of salt. They need it. And I'm going to put some, I'm liking the Truvia stevia leaf brown with molasses. I just like it. Again, you use, you know, if you don't even want any, you could put, wait a minute. We're going to put skinny syrup in here, so I'm not going to put that much. Instead of a tablespoon, I'm going to put a teaspoon. I don't know if I'm going to need it because the skinny syrup might be a little bit sweet, so I can always add more sweetener when you're eating. Always remember that. Can't take up, you can always put in. So you're going to put a teaspoon of chia seeds because I adore them. Now, I talked about it this morning, flax meal, and I'm going to put it in tonight. I grind my own flax meal up with seeds in the food processor. So I'm going to put a tablespoon. It's so good. It's good for you, you know. You know, it's one of those things that you really should have more flax. All right. Put this lid on so it doesn't spill all over my counter. Alrighty. Again, caramel. If you have caramel extract or you want to use vanilla, go ahead. You want to use milk, caramel extract, or caramel skinny syrup, you can do that as well. You can figure out how you want to make your caramel, but I am using my favorite Premier protein. It's probably always going to be caramel. Oh, it smells good. It is my favorite. All right, now I am out of all my favorite caramel syrups, but I'm going to use the skinny syrups. I'm going to use the caramel fudge waffle cone because that will give me what I want. I'm going to put 2 pumps. Again, you could add as much or as little as you like of anything that I'm using. So we're going to put a 1/4 cup. I don't know if I used a 1/4 cup or a 1/3 cup last time. We're doing a 1/4, so we'll see. And my thing broke. These are my favorite measuring spoons. Oh, I can't part with it. I just love these. And we'll use this. And we'll give it a mix, mix, mix. Oh, God. That caramel waffle cone is legit delicious. There we go. Mix, 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 mix. Now, like I said, if you want it a little bit thinner, you could add a splash of milk. It won't hurt a thing. Or tomorrow morning, if you think it's too thick, you could add more. But that's all she wrote. That is it. We're going to put a lid on it, and we're going to put her in the refrigerator. And then tomorrow, we are going to put her in a bowl, throw some apples in there, maybe some nuts and seeds. Again, whatever you want. I always think pecans. Like, what would you put on the outside of a caramel apple? Would be some pecans. I know, I whisper. Somebody told me that. I didn't realize until now I'm doing that. I'm whispering because I get excited. It's like I'm telling a secret. So yes, I don't have pecans. I probably should have picked some up today, but we'll use almonds. Crunch is crunch. I do have walnuts in there. That would work too. So maybe we'll do some walnuts. This smells insane. So good. Again, I'm whispering. It is. It's just like sometimes you make it, you're like, oh my God. So I will see you tomorrow morning and we're going to have breakfast. It's morning time. Time to unmold our oats is what I wanted to say. But yeah, unmold our oats. So this is our caramel base. We're going to peel and dice some apple. We have some pumpkin seeds. We have some walnuts. And I gotta find my crush temp. I put it away. So yeah, you could change up the nuts. Like I said, I use these. You could choose whatever you want. Just weigh and measure them and know what you're putting in there. And that's how you top it. So let's get this. I'm gonna peel the apple. You don't have to peel it. I like my apple peeled, but if you don't want to peel your apple, I mean, honestly, I think it looks better when it's not peeled. Very more aesthetically pleasing, but I'm going to peel mine and I'm going to dump my oats in here. Let's get to doing that. There we have our oats. Like I said, if you want them a little bit thinner, you could throw some cashew milk, almond milk, cow's milk. If you want to throw some more Premier, you can do that as well. So I'm just going to smooth that out. Oh, my favorite one. Okay. Toppings. I'm going to put the apples in first because I think I want all the toppings on top of the apples. You can use any apple. I mean, a tart apple works well. I'm using a Honeycrisp, which works just as well. But as we see, we have an audience here who loves apples. He loves his apples. So this is probably, let's say, maybe a 1/4 cup. But you can put, like I said, it's apple. You can put as much or as little as you like. Okay. Whatever we don't use, we'll go to Bailey. Maybe it's more like a 1/3 of a cup, I guess. Again, it's half. I didn't measure it because it's fruit. It's my fruit for the day. Okay, on top of that, now this is optional if you have a caramel syrup. I do have the chalk 0 and 1 tablespoon is a point. So if you get this lid off, because sometimes it gives me an issue. Oh, I know, I'll wet it. So I have a tablespoon. Now you can use that Smucker's, I think, has a caramel syrup, if I'm not mistaken, sugar-free. You can use regular syrup. You can use it. You don't even have to add this. You can put honey, would be really good on this as well. Again, you decide what you want to use. But I like, to me it's caramel apple. So yeah, we have to really enhance that caramel. Because we want every bit of that. Every bit of that caramel. All right. We're not gonna get it all, are we? We're not. We're gonna get most of it though. Okay. Now, I like salted caramel. A dash of salt. Again, optional, but that's me. Put that over there. My favorite crushed hemp. You know, I love this. It's like a seed, but it has like a nuttiness to it. So it's really good for you too. So I put a teaspoon. You could put enough to count if you wanted. Almonds, tablespoon. Again, you could put, oh, where's my tablespoon? These are for the caramel syrup. Grab a new one. You could use pecans. Almonds, if I'm not mistaken, are the lowest pointed nut. I think a tablespoon of all walnuts is 2 points. So, again, you want to spend it, go ahead. Papitas, pumpkin seeds. These are the best value. 1 tablespoon is 0 points. I mean, you just can't beat that with a stick. Okay. You might think we're done, Dee, but we're not. Some Twix dust. You know, a 1/4 teaspoon is 0 points. So, you know, I do measure it because I'm gonna be honest, I can tend to shake too much. I'm human. Let me see my 1/4 teaspoon. No, that's strange. Well, we'll just use this one. This will be fine. I have an 1/8. You really don't need that much. And you just sprinkle it on top because it has a little bit of a caramel in there. Just a little bit. So there we have our caramel apple overnight oats. Points. Let's talk points. 2 points, 3 bites for the oats. 1 point for our caramel premier. There was nothing else at night I needed to count. In the morning, we added 1 point of almonds, 1 point of caramel syrup. So everything else was 0 point amount. So I'm going to say it's 3, 5 points, 6 bites. I think it was the same as yesterday's, I think. Again, you're really paying points for toppings, and I think toppings should be fun, right? Oh, it's so good. It smells amazing. This is one of my favorite ones. The caramel premier is probably my favorite one to make oatmeal with. So I'm going to go enjoy this. I will catch you tomorrow for the next installment, or tonight for the next installment of Overnight Oats Week. Day 3 of Overnight Oats. I'm going to make carrot cake overnight oats tonight. That's what I was feeling. Now, I do use the shredded carrots, but what I do is get about a 1/4 cup and I microwave them for about a minute so they soften. They may soften in the milk overnight, but I want them soft. I don't want to crunch. I want nice tender carrots. So that's already done. We have our oats again. I'm doing a 1/4 cup. You can do a 1/2 cup. It'll work. Actually, it was a 1/3 cup, right? 1/3 cup. Yeah. I don't think I put enough in there. I put a 1/4 cup. Like, something seemed off. Well, that's probably why. Yes. There we go. Now it's a 1/3 cup. Okay. All right, my oats are very much the same. Nice glug of salt. Oh, I don't have my chia seeds. Oh, no, I used to keep them in the freezer. Okay, now we're there. Okay. I know, it's the end of the day. So we're putting the same kind of base into every one of these. And I like putting the flax meal in there if it adds a little something something. So we'll just put a couple teaspoons. I mean, this flax meal. You know? So I'm going to add some cinnamon. Now you can add nutmeg to your carrot cake. I don't like nutmeg, so I will not be adding that to my carrot cake. But feel free. I'm going to do about a half a teaspoon, it depends, quarter to a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Brown sugar replacement, because, yeah. Why is it I've never had anything out? You think I've not done this before? Have you ever filmed a video, Denise? I don't know. I'm going to do a tablespoon. Okay, we got haunting things here. Let me throw my carrots in. So you see they're nice and soft. Now tomorrow we'll add our nuts. I don't want to add them at night. It's in a Bailey. Extract. I'm using cake batter. I want it to taste like cake. So we're going to put close to a teaspoon. Like a little more than half. Like 3/4 of a teaspoon. And it's going to help it taste a little bit more cake-like. It smells really good. And I'm using the Premier cinnamon roll. Again, you could use vanilla. You don't have to use this. I just happen to have it. So I'm using it. Of course, she's not ready with her measuring cups. It's a wonder people watch. Half a cup. Non-fat Greek yogurt, which I didn't measure out. It's a 1/4 cup. Or, you know, as much vegetable as you like. You know, I'm not going to sit there and judge. It's non-fat Greek yogurt. I'm just going to put a 1/4 cup, though. Oops. All right, that looks good. And we're going to give it a mix. Oh, smells good. You can put raisins in here if you wanted. If you like that in your carrot cake, put a little bit of raisins. I do suggest chopping them so you get more bang for your buck. More real estate for your raisins. Now this it's going to need some milk. It seems really thick to me. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's the addition of the carrots. I don't know. But little glug. 1/8 of a cup of that. There we go. There we go. That's nice. And we're going to let that sit overnight. And we will revisit you tomorrow morning and we will put our toppings on here. See you in the morning. Good morning. It's time to unmold our carrot cake overnight oats. A little bit excited about that. Beautiful and thick, as it always does. The chia seeds help as well. So I have a few unconventional toppings because of what I have on hand. If I had pineapple, if there's little cups of pineapple, drain them. Oh yeah, that would have been perfect. Alas, I have no pineapple. But if you do, man, I would put pineapple in this too. Now, I say cooking the carrots really does help because it makes them perfect. Like, I'm just afraid they're going to be crunchy. I don't want a crunchy. I mean, I come from somebody who puts nuts in her oatmeal. I hear you. But I don't want the carrots to be crunchy. I am going to throw a spot of almond milk on here just to, it's really thick today. See, some days you just don't know why it's thicker than others. Maybe the addition of the carrots. Who knows? I don't. Don't pretend I do. So I'm just going to, oh, but I love it like that though. See little flecks of carrot in there? Yeah, we'll put a little splash of milk. Yeah, you could put, if you want to put a splash of the protein, you could. But just a little splash, a tablespoon or two. And it's such a good way to get protein in, and good carbs. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's just everything. Oh, look at that. Oh, I can't. Okay. Toppings. I'm gonna put a little bit more cinnamon on top. You could put the Cinnadust if you want. I don't want to add any more sweetness. I think it's fine. I just don't want to overdo the sweetness. I'll use Peter's spoon. This is Viennese cinnamon. All right. And my toppings are usually always the same. They are. Where's my little teaspoon? Should have had it out, but I didn't. On my tablespoon as well. See, I'm never prepared. Now, like I said, if I had pineapples, I'd use pineapples, but I'm using pear because it kind of reminds me of pineapple in a weird sort of way. But yeah, I definitely would use pineapple if I had it. You don't even have to use anything. You don't even need fruit, but it's a way for me to get some fruit in my day because I don't really have much fruit around. So got those. Our pumpkin seeds, like you'll notice that the toppings are pretty much the same in every one because it's just how I like it. And you know, you can top yours the way you like. Oh, I forgot the hemp. Oh, you'd think I'd have it down pat by now. Oy, 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 oy. Denise does not know what she's doing. She's not awake yet. Mornings are not her thing, and she should have shut the camera off, but she didn't realize the hemp was all the way in the back. I'll leave that in because, you know, because I'm me and that's what I do. Teaspoon of this lovely crushed hemp heart, which is a seed that tastes like a nut, and it has really good benefits. And I do have the almonds out because, yeah, I'm all about almonds. A tablespoon of these lovely roasted almonds from Trader Joe's. Dry, unsalted, dry sliced almonds. They're so fantastic. Now, I'm going to put a teaspoon of this. This is just a trail mix that I've had. But all the, well, most of the nuts are going. But see the coconut? That's what I want. It's going to add a point, but you know what? I think it's necessity. I think coconut go really good on top of there. Because there is coconut in most carrot cakes. So lovelies, that is all she wrote. That was simple enough. What do you think? Ooh, I think she's divine. So points, 2 for my oats, 1 for my Premier, 1 for my almonds, 1 for my coconuts. So it's 5 points, 6 bites. So definitely, like I said, you could use half a cup of oats if you wanted. It doesn't change the protein. This protein, I think, is the same for that amount. I think I put the same amount of protein in there. I did put a half cup. So, yeah, it's definitely worth, you know. But since I'm having oats every day, I kind of went to a 1/3 cup. But yet it's been satisfying. I have been a little bit more peckish for lunch. I will say that little bit might help. But that's breakfast this morning. Carrot cake overnight oats. You're welcome. It's that time again. Time to do another overnight oats. This one is one of my favorites. Key lime pie overnight oats. Now, could you switch the lime for lemon and make lemon meringue? Sure, why not? I don't see why. I think it'd work. But I'm all about the lime. So let's get started. Same base, 1/3 cup of oats. Remember, you can always go to a half a cup. We're going to add our chia seeds. Now, this is on dishwithdee.com. All of these are on dishwithdee.com. So you don't have to feel you have to follow along. Let me do my half teaspoon because guess what? I can't find my big teaspoon. You know, it is what it is. Salt. Okay. Monk fruit sweetener. Fresh lime juice and lime zest. That's important. All right. Now we're not using any protein. We're going to use some almond milk. You can use cow's milk, whatever. I mean, you can even use vanilla premier. I just wanted to try one. I wanted to show you one without using protein. We're just going to use plain old almond milk. I'm going to start with a half a cup. So just measured this. 1/4 cup of yogurt. And my favorite ingredient is cottage cheese. Oh, just have enough. 2 tablespoons. I'm just barely going to make it. Might be shy a little bit, but we'll live. And combine. Like I said, we might have to go up to the a little bit more almond milk, but we have room to play around. Oh boy, it smells good. That's not a heavy lime, it's a very light lime. But remember, that zest is going to give you more flavor as it sits in here. Now, this is just something I think is fun to do. You don't have to, but I think it's fun. Because it's key lime, how about a little bit of food coloring? Just make it green. Light green, so you don't want a lot. Do 2 drops. Let's see. Because, you know, it's key lime. You want it to be a little bit green, right? Again, totally optional. I'm going to put another drop of, just a little dollop. Yeah. A tablespoon or 2. And there you go. And that's all she wrote. Very basic. Like I said, it's going to sit and that zest is going to release more of those oils and it'll infuse it more limey. Remember, you're only having a serving, so you're not making a big old pie, so you don't eat that much, but you can tell everything is on dish with D, the measurements for the limes and all that. So I'll see you in the morning when we plate her up and maybe see how we put this bad boy together. Oh my gosh, graham cracker crumbs. Sometimes a little bit is fine. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Time to unmold our oats. Peter thought it looked like mint. He goes, you made mint oats? I said, no, I made lime. See the nice light green color? Again, you don't have to put the food coloring in. I just think it adds a little something, something. Oh, why is it not finding anything that I want? So let's unmold our oaties. I'm trying to find that. I lost my little plastic teaspoon. I'll use my metal one. I have loads of teaspoons here. I'm going to just pick one hanging off the thing. All right. Again, topping these, again, is your choice. This is just how I top it. You could absolutely come up with your own toppings for any of these. This is going to be the last day because I feel like this video is pretty long. So we'll do 4 days. And you know what? We will revisit this video again in a few weeks. So we will do 4 days. Because me and overnight oats have a long-standing relationship. Okay. You know, like I said, if you want them thinner, you could add more milk. Honestly, I don't think I want them thinner today. Let's give it a taste. Oh yeah. You know that's lime in there. Woo! That's some good stuff. Okay. Toppings. Now this is going to vary, like I said. I was just thinking of some of this as I'm contemplating a little more sweetness on top. So we're going to just grab a little bit more monk fruit. Again, you don't have to. I just want that little crunch of sugar on top. Okay. I love my crushed hemp. I'm not putting almonds today. Just not in the mood, honestly. I'll be honest. But if you want to, you absolutely could. I was going to put some lime zest, but honestly, I don't think it needs it. I think it's punchy enough. I don't think I want to add any more punch to it. So like I said, I had a lime, I was going to zest, but we don't need that. But if you feel you want more lime flavor, then I would suggest you bring a little bit of zest on top. Or if you have that dried lime peel, I don't know if they even sell that anymore. But we're going to put into a square of graham cracker. Now, you could decide, 2 points, 4 points, how many points you want to put on there. That's your decision. I'm just going to put one little gluten-free graham crackers are ridiculously high in points, but honestly, I'm just going to crush it up to give us our crust vibes. Again, totally optional. You could do more, you could do whatever. I just love it. It's what I've always done, and I think it's fantastic. And because it's the finale, we're just going to do a squirt. I mean, come on. And since we have that squirt, why don't we throw a little zest on it? I can get it to land on the whipped cream, that is. Let's see. There. It did. On the whipped cream. Because, So that is it. That is our key lime pie overnight oats. The oats are 5.6 bites. Honestly, make a fantastic dessert, in my opinion. Hey, oatmeal for dessert, that's a new thing. Let's trend it. Overnight oat desserts, but it's really decadent and it's different. And there's fresh lime, juice and zest, so it's very fresh. Like I said, if it's not punchy enough for you, you can always add more. I just think it's perfectly balanced in flavor. I absolutely love it. I don't know why I don't make it more often. It's a treat. It's quite the treat. It feels like you're having me a little bit. It does. It just reminiscent of some kind of cream pie. So I hope you enjoyed these 4 recipes this week. These are my favorite ones. I've made them before, but I just have them all in one compilation video. And hopefully I do have the links, I believe, for individual ones. I will double check. If not, I'll just redo them on the website. If they're not up yet, well, they'll be up soon because I'll be away. So if you enjoyed this video, if you want 4 more days of overnight oats, let me know in the comment section below. If you know anybody that loves overnight oats, please share this video. Overnight oats are a thing of my heart. I love them. When I discovered them many years ago, that was when I was on, was it Points Plus maybe? I'm going back. It was like, oh my gosh, oat pudding, I'm in. I love it. It's not for everybody. Some people don't like them cold. You absolutely can heat them up. I'm not sure how hot key lime pie would be, but some of them would definitely be fine warmed. But I'm not sure about the key lime pie though. But again, you might like it. Who knows? Well, you do you, boo. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Comment below which one you want to try first. And do you want to see a part 2? You want to challenge me to a part 2? Let me know down below, and I will dish with you another day. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join us here. Subscribe helps out my channel. Thumbsing up helps out my channel. Comments. Some of you guys comment a lot, and I love that. So interaction is fantastic. So comment, say hi if you've never said hi to me. I'd love you to say hi. Say, hey, Dee, I'd love to meet you. And I will dish with you another day.